Okay, I'll now review the concept of kits. We can think of kits as transactional objects. So we set up a kit object of a specific desired type outside of the database, and then we can pass that kit into the database, and then that information gets stored inside the scene graph. So if we see the little table here on the left, we have already reviewed various database objects like segments, and here we have an example of different geometry keys: shell key, line key, and cylinder key. So when we're working directly with keys, we can get a key and then call direct methods for that key. Let's say a shell key, we're going to set up points and a connectivity list and a normals list and whatnot. Well, with transactional objects, these kits, we can create them, on the heap or the stack outside of the database and operate on them and set up information. So if there's a lot of changes that require complex manipulations, it can be quicker to set that on the kit first and then pass that kit in. So usually there's an analogy for most key types. There'll be a kit object and there's also a key object. So we can see an example here. If we're going to directly work with this piece of geometry, in this case text, which we'll cover in the next slide, we set up a variety of attributes on this piece of text geometry, a variety of properties, and so that's 4 calls directly to the database. Each database call can have a little bit of overhead. So here in the lower snippet, we set up a kit and we set up all the aspects of this text primitive, and then we finally get an actual key to a segment, a database object, and then pass in a piece of text using the information in that text kit. Okay, so we can also then show a text kit, or show as sort of like a get or a query, and then modify it, and then, for example, pass that back in later.